society. So I think that everything is done through a interactive manner.
Is that okay? The answer to the question? Is that? Yeah, okay. Thank you. There you
go. I'm Richie Chauhan. I'm from eBackpack. Basically, we've developed a learning management system and have installed it at a number of institutions here. The biggest stumbling blocks that we're having in usage are the teachers and the content, which is this panel essentially. Content is extremely expensive to develop. It sounds like most of the content is being developed for companies outside of India, and therefore the pricing is completely different than what it should be here in India possibly. My question is, when do you see it coming down? And as far as teachers, I believe you were teaching teachers for the last 3 years. How do you see, how do you envision that we can get the teachers to go off, to start learning how to use the learning management systems that we put in place to get them to actually teach the students properly? 2 questions there.
These 2 questions might be a little linked. One is on the content, the other is on the LMS. I mean, yeah, sure, you can, please.
What you're asking is that how do we train teachers to prepare the content? LMS. Alright, so I answer the content portion. There are several teacher training institutions all over the India. So one thing that we are doing is to incorporate information and communication technology as a paper in the B.Ed curriculum. Now B.Ed it's a program to train the teachers. So for example, several universities, like there is a University of Delhi as well as Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. They have started a core paper for ICT, Information and Communication Technologies. So teachers are trained to use computers in classrooms. I mean, teacher trainees, of course, and they actually make PowerPoint presentations. And these kind of programs are also funded by Intel. Intel is funding this program for IP University. And similarly, we had a very recent conference in Delhi University, International Conference on E-Learning, where we had a workshop for teachers. And for, if I'm not wrong, for Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan also teachers are being trained, even at MCT and government school levels. So these all training programs are going on all over the country for teacher trainings. And I think for LMS, I'll hand over to...
Can you just repeat about LMS?
It's just about trying to get people to use the LMS. Teachers seem to be the last people to use it. From my experience, as soon as a teacher starts using an LMS system, all the students get on it.
Yeah.
So the biggest stumbling block is the teachers, and the teachers don't want to get on because of the content, because they don't want to have to create the content, and to create the content is too expensive. So there's this big, vicious little web going on over here.
Yeah, actually in America, most of the universities have actually make the content available to everybody, like MIT. They have the content available to anybody can actually read it. Even in India, Rai Foundation has done that. The content is available for use for academic purpose. So I think teachers need to be educated in a better way, because that's the only way they can deliver better things. The things which cannot be delivered by LMS are actually in the classrooms. So classrooms cannot replace LMS, but LMS can add value to the teaching. That's my idea. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
My question to Priyakanna madam. Most of the universities, those who are offering B.Ed course, majority of the teachers, they are completing their course just to take the degree only. Real life experience is entirely different from the university teaching. A teacher who get proper training, then only can expose this type of situations. Do you agree with me?
Of course.
What is happening, we are speaking right from morning to evening, the digital learning and digital learning. Rightly I can see the old man. The policymakers, if they will think right decision, maximum teachers in our country, they are not even seeing the computer itself.
Yes.
And if the computers are there, very much present, they don't know how to operate. If we take the initiation of training the teachers in the real life situations, only help to move ahead. This is my feeling.
Exactly, I agree with you. And for that, there is this body called National Council of Teacher Education. So what they are doing is considering to make B.Ed a 2-year program instead of 1 year. Actually, it's 8.5 months to be precise. So in just 8.5 months, there is so much to teach these trainees, so many pedagogical techniques to be taught. So kind of ICT lags behind. So if we make B.Ed a 2-year program, and that is for policy makers to decide, then of course I think these trainers can be motivated enough to use these technologies in actual classroom.
Anybody else who would like to ask something? Yeah, there you are.
I am Sameer from IIT Bombay. I just wanted to make one observation, what Colonel said and the gentleman from behind who asked or made a point. I think at IIT Bombay we do have a lot of e-learning initiatives, and as he was asking whether you have something in open source, so we do have in open source. But my observation from today morning, whatever I am listening to, I think India being such a big country with so many big problems, we cannot have a single solution to that. So everything will work. You have free, you have paid, you have customized, you have non-customized, you have a la carte or whatever. But it will definitely work. And there are different sections of people who will require different things. So that, if that is the motivation, then we become at a point like what Madam was saying about the particular way in which it is to be taught, the experience. Even that is so diversified in India. So you cannot have one particular characterization of, okay, this is the pedagogical way to teach maths or whatever. So that will differ from teacher to teacher, student to student, state to state, province to province. So I feel that, yes, we have to have this whole thing into mind. And only with open source, maybe we'll have this facility forwarded to the society to use it in a better way or not. So we cannot just say that, okay, this would be it, and this would be the best way of teaching people. That is one thing. On a lighter note, I would as an animator, I would differ with what Colonel said, that the 3D is the only thing. But I think all the time, Tom and Jerry will beat Shrek. And that is definite.
Yeah, actually we are trying to figure out if you had a question for us. Yeah, okay, thanks. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, I think one solution which Mr. Rishikesh has offered is the providing the low-cost solution by integrating the LAN as well as the web-based solution. Now, what I really want to understand how it is different compared to what commercial solutions are available there.
I think learning management systems have two flavors. One is commercial LMS and one is open source LMS. You can actually download open source LMS from sourceforge.net. You will find n number of solutions, and you can install one of them and can actually build onto them. You can add a source to that and customize it as per your requirements. But if you go for a commercial LMS, most of the players are in America, and actually the cost factor is slightly greater for commercial LMSs. But in India, we can actually try with open source LMS first. Once we have the capability and the sustainability on the LMS, then we can actually go for commercial LMS as well as for ER solutions for higher education, which SAP is offering. So that would be the idea. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if there's anyone else who wants to ask a question. And if not, then I would like to thank everyone in the audience for, a very lovely, heated up session. The heat is, of course, provided by the hotel. Thank you. And I would request you to take over and to tell us now what do we do. Thank you.